Hey everyone, welcome back to my place. Today I'm bringing you a recipe and it is a sweet potato casserole. Here are the ingredients. You need butter, a peeler, 3 to 4 large sweet potatoes or 1 1/3 of a pound, brown sugar, eggs, pecans. You can buy them whole or chop them up. They are going to be, or so you can chop them up. Mine are already chopped up. Vanilla, all-purpose flour, some salt. You'll need a cutting board and an 8 by 8 inch glass dish. Here I am starting to peel the potatoes. Make sure that you wash your potatoes first. I failed to do that, but yeah, just make sure that you wash them nicely, really good, and start to peel them. Once you finish peeling those potatoes, go ahead and start chopping them up. You want them to be chopped into quarters. So I just started by slicing them and then began chopping them into quarters. Make sure the quarters are about the same size. You want them to obviously cook evenly. So yeah, get them all chopped up. Watch those fingers. Also, make sure your knife is sharp enough. Mine wasn't. Here I was getting a pan. You want to get a pot, put some water in it, and put the potatoes in the water. Then you're going to set it on high and bring it to a boil. Preheat your oven to 350. And while you're preheating the oven, we are going to get these potatoes ready. Well, first butter your pan. I used, my butter was already softened, so it came off a lot thicker, but yeah, make sure you just butter it really, really good. You want those buttery flavors into the potatoes, right? Alright, once the potatoes are done, go ahead and drain them. It took about 8 to 10 minutes to cook mine, so it's really not that long. Make sure you just check them before you drain them. Give them a poke with a knife, and if they're soft enough, then you're good to go. Get your masher, mash them up just like you would make any other old mashed potatoes. You don't want to get that blender out. We don't need no smooth stuff going on, guys. Just you still want them to have a good texture, so don't blend them or anything. Just mash them up, mash them good. Once we're done mashing these up, we're gonna go ahead and add the other ingredients that we have. We are gonna have half of the stick of butter, so 4 tablespoons of butter. I am gonna leave the recipe in the description, so no worries, guys. It will be down in the description. Alright, we got our brown sugar. Also, milk is something you're going to need. That was not out at the beginning of the video, but milk is something that you are going to need. Whole milk or 1%, whatever you want, whatever milk you desire. You're also going to be needing vanilla extract. I didn't really measure it too much, I kind of just winged it. And 2 large eggs is what you are going to need as well for this part of the recipe. Two eggs, guys, 2. Now, when you go to mix these, don't do what I did and use the masher. I don't know what I was thinking, but for some reason I started using the masher, and as I was mashing it got real liquidy. So grab your whisk, whisk it up, and that is how you're supposed to do it. Whisk it good. Alright, so now we're going to transfer them over to the dish. Also, once again, with my poor choice of utensils, I for some reason wanted to use the whisk to do this. Guys, don't be like me. Just don't. Grab a spoon or a spatula of some sort and get those potatoes out. And make sure you spread them out evenly, because obviously you don't want a big mountain in the middle of the pan. That's kind of silly. So spread it out evenly so that it heats through evenly as well. I'm making this the day before so that we're going to be eating it. So I'm going to be refrigerating it, so I'm going to want it to heat evenly. Alright, so once you get it all nice and evened and squared away, go ahead and set your potatoes to the side. You're not going to need them anymore at this point. And we're going to move on to our topping. We're going to start mixing the ingredients for that. For your topping, you are going to need brown sugar, flour, vanilla extract, salt, and melted butter. 4 tablespoons of butter to be exact. Oh yeah, and pecans. That's important too. Guys, I apologize if this voiceover is not very good. I'm doing it from my phone. I did order a mic so that I can have good quality sound, but right now it's just my phone. Also, my voice is pretty raspy. I don't know why though. Hopefully not getting sick. That would not be fun. Be sure you melt the butter. I did a first take of this and I forgot to melt the butter. Thankfully I had extra ingredients, but just make sure you guys melt that butter, otherwise obviously it's not going to mix properly and be the proper texture. Once you get it nice and mixed in, stir it in well. It's going to be a crumbly consistency. It's not meant to be smooth. So just have it a crumbly consistency, and then you're going to add in your pecans. The pecan recipe, the recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. I only had a 1/4 cup with me at the moment, so I did 3 of those 1/4 cup. Do the math, makes sense, right guys? Come on now. So just mix them in, get it nice and mixed in evenly, you know, you want everything to be distributed properly. And once you finish that, you're going to take your topping and crumble it all over the potatoes. And you can be, you know, polite by using a utensil and not your hand. Me, on the other hand, this is for my in-laws, so hey, let's use your hands. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I love my in-laws. But my hands are clean, don't worry. Alright, so now we are going to pop it into the oven. And the recipe says to cook for around 25 to 30 minutes, so I did 27 minutes because that's just, you know, right in the middle. I figured that'd be a good time. Alright, now we're done. I'm looking for my mittens. I don't know where they went. Pop that delicious sweet potato casserole right out of the oven. Smell it. Take it all in. Seriously, it smells so good, guys. Alright, and well, you want to see it? Here is the finished product. It was delicious. It looks delicious. I haven't had it yet, but it looks delicious, smells delicious. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!